So have you been coached by anybody, or is this something you just put together and been rehearsing by yourselves?
Rehearsing by ourselves.
Very good.
I thought I couldn't read.
Okay. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm just here having fun. Okay? So good. All right. You want to sit down? Would that help?
It's okay.
Okay. So how did you come about the setup with the three of you in line? Just happened?
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay.
We got together yesterday and I was like,
We should set it up like this.
Okay.
We were just like
in her basement, so.
Yeah, so most of these small ensembles for woodwinds, the setup kind of derives from what we do for a woodwind quintet. And a woodwind quintet, typically you will have flute, oboe, French horn, bassoon, clarinet, and those two sometimes switch, depending. It's actually bassoon, clarinet. Sometimes you'll switch them depending on who has the most to do with the horn, right? So orchestration sometimes dictate how we set. So let's try something. Let's try moving the flute here, having the clarinet in the center like the horn would do. Let's have a level here. We've done that before. I've done it many times, but I've been doing it. So yeah, so this allows for better communication.
Okay.
Because actually you can see each other, and also you can see the clarinet with peripheral vision. If you guys are standing in a straight line, you communicate with the audience, but it's hard to see what the other ones are doing. Now, you're starting the piece by counting. Who's counting? You're counting. Can you start the piece without counting out loud?
Yes.
Let's try. So, you basically assume the role of a conductor with your flute. Your breath is the preparatory beat, and your flute is the baton, right? That goes for all woodwind instruments. So, you have a pickup, which makes it a little bit more of a challenge.
Yeah.
All right, so you'll probably have to give up, and it's in two, so you'll probably have a 1, 2. 1,
Okay.
1, 2, pop, pop. 1, and pump, pop. Let's try that. Because what's happening is that when you count, it's encouraging also flute tapping, and sometimes the flute tapping is a little bit louder than the music, and it will be distracting to the audience if they can hear you flute tapping. Okay? So, let's try that. So
Sorry,
remember, you're going to
sorry.
give not, yeah, it's not easy, but it's something you have to practice, because you, once your performance, you never see a chamber
Yeah.
ensemble counting out loud before the piece.
Yeah.
So your flute's here, the first motion is gonna be down, 1 and pum pum, 1 and pum pum. So it's only down, up, pum 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 pum. Good, good. Let's try it again. That's something you practice. That's something every ensemble practices. However, only 2 motions. You don't want to confuse
Yeah.
your neighbors. That's good. I like better the previous one. So,
Yeah.
1. Because your cue and your motion has to already be part of the music. 1, pum pum. 1, pum 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 pum. You're breathing up. Pum 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 pum. Good. And one more time, because on a pickup, if you had a metronome, it would be click, 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 pop, pop. Click, 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 and right? So, 1, pum, pum. 1, pum, pum. Make it crisp. It's a big responsibility. Okay? So make it crisp, the motion going up. 1, that's what we call an active beat. 1, pum, pum. When you see a conductor, you'll see that's the active beat. Beat is the one that tells you to move. 1, pum, pum. 1, pum, pum. One more time. Good. Now, when we get to verse 17, flute's still leading the melody. So oboe and clarinet, you guys can play a little bit less. I know it says mezzo forte for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but take that with a grain of salt. It's a little bit more interesting. So, flute a little bit more at 17, and then clarinet and oboe just a little bit less. Not a whole lot, but you two should be equal, but supporting the top line. So let's go from pick up into 15 with the same one up.
Sorry, I checked my oboe like malfunction for a moment.
Okay.
Sorry. Good. Let's start from the very beginning one more time, and this time it's another plane without much time to breathe, right? I know.
Yes.
I've been trying really hard to find like places to breathe.
Yes,
I tried
that's-
like taking out like notes that aren't important, like in like a 31. Like I tried not playing one bar.
See, this is one thing that happens to oboe. I'm an old player, as you probably
Yeah.
figured that out. So I'm very sympathetic to that, because one thing that oboe is probably the only, I think it's the only instrument that has to do this. We have to, when we breathe, we have to get rid of air.
Exactly.
Most instruments, you just take and you put it, and then you blow into the instrument until it's all gone. But with oboe, you have to do 2 things when you stop to breathe. One is exhale and inhale, and so it takes time. So I know. So, you know, yeah, that's something you can do. Try to breathe always after the long note. It's better to take a little bit of time from the following phrase than from the phrase you're finishing. But yeah, I know. And sometimes it's just poor arranging of the music. Sometimes it's just, you know, the composer knew that he was doing something cruel to the oboe player. That's the only thing. So, okay. So let's start it from the beginning one more time. You guys know the music. So now it has to sound like you're actually having fun. It's Haydn. Haydn, you know, he was known for practical jokes. He was known for being lighthearted and. So. Of course you can. Yeah, as long as you're not dancing to the beat. I know. Yeah, but there's nothing worse than somebody does this.
That's me.
So,
Literally me.
then the other thing in this period of music, in the classical, is most of the composers were thinking in terms of very short phrases, in terms of questions and answers. Pim pam 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 yum pam 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 pam. So those formulas were very, very clear during the classical period. So you can stress those, you know, and there's stuff that's not written here, but that you can add, because this is an edition, so the editor has, and the arranger has changed and add the dynamics, but you can add your own to make it a little bit more interesting. Start from the beginning and decide, yeah, you know, forget that you're being somebody with a pencil right now, and just light and fluffy.
Okay.
Okay, that's Haydn. That was a very good start. 1, 2, pam pam. So in my head, if I have to do what you're having to do, I count 1, 2, pam pam. 1, 2, pam 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 pam. And you guys, when you see the 1, you count along in your head. 1, pam 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 pam. I wish we could keep going. I could keep going with you guys for a long time, but I don't want to make the next person wait.
I don't
So
know if I
thank
was
you.
warmed by that or not.